I taught about melanin and now my client is mad at me. I work at this med spa doing laser hair removal. Been doing it for 3 years now and never had a problem explaining how the process works to clients. The laser targets melanin in hair follicles, which is why it works better on darker hair. Simple science I explain 10 times a week. Last Tuesday, this lady named Valerie came in for her consultation. She was in her mid-30s, really put together with those French manicured nails and designer purse. She wanted full leg hair removal and was asking all the usual questions about pain levels and how many sessions she'd need. Then she asked why the treatment cost more for her than her friend who came here last month. I pulled up the pricing and explained that everyone gets quoted based on hair color and skin tone, because those factors affect how many sessions we need to book. Darker skin needs different laser settings because there's more melanin in the skin itself, not just the hair. She got this weird look on her face. What do you mean melanin in my skin? I thought she was asking about the science, so I explained it like I always do. Melanin is the pigment that gives skin its color. Everyone has it, but different amounts. People with darker skin have more melanin, which means we have to be more careful with laser strength to avoid burns or discoloration. Her face went completely red. Are you calling me black? I was so confused. No, I'm just explaining how the laser works. Melanin is in everyone's skin. Even people with pale skin have melanin, just less of it. She stood up and her voice got louder. I came here to get a simple procedure, and you're sitting here telling me I have more melanin like I don't know what my own race is. I tried explaining again that melanin isn't about race, it's about biology. That every human on Earth has melanin in their skin regardless of where they're from. I even pulled up a diagram on my computer showing the melanin layers in skin cells. She grabbed her purse and said this was the most insulting consultation she'd ever had. That I was implying things about her background and she didn't appreciate being categorized. She said she was going to leave a review about how unprofessional I was. I just sat there not knowing what to say. My supervisor came over because she heard the yelling and asked what happened. Valerie told her I kept insisting she had black skin and refused to treat her normally. My supervisor knows I would never say anything like that, so she asked me to explain. I told her I was literally just describing how melanin works in laser hair removal, like I do for every single client. Valerie cut me off and said she didn't care about the science. She knew what I was really saying and she wasn't going to be disrespected like this. She left and slammed the door so hard the print on the wall fell down. An hour later, she posted a 1-star review saying I made racist assumptions about her ethnicity and refused to give her normal pricing. She said I kept talking about melanin like it was a slur and made her uncomfortable. The review made it sound like I was discriminating against her when I was literally explaining basic biology. My supervisor had to call her and try to smooth things over. Valerie demanded I be fired for my comments. My supervisor explained that melanin is a scientific term we use with every client and showed her our training materials that literally have the word melanin on every page. Valerie said she didn't care and that she'd be taking her business somewhere that didn't make assumptions about people's backgrounds. She hung up and then called back 20 minutes later asking if she could rebook with a different technician. My supervisor told her we'd be happy to reschedule, but that every technician here would explain the exact same information about melanin because that's how laser hair removal works. Valerie said we were all clearly trained wrong and she'd be reporting us to the medical board. She never called the medical board, but her review is still up, and I've had 2 consultations since then where people mentioned seeing it. I have to start every appointment now making sure people understand that melanin is a normal scientific word before I explain anything.